Well, hey pals, Peeps here. Thanks for dropping in. I've got a special one today. It is a PSA Re-Reveal. That's right, you heard it here first. A PSA Re-Reveal.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is a stack of cards I sent to PSA for reholdering. For the first time ever, a PSA Re-Reveal, a 10-card Re-Reveal. Hashtag PSA Re-Reveal, and we're gonna get this channel cooking. All I'm really saying here is I got a 10-card reholder order back, and I'm trying to be creative with this video. Is it working? So let's get to it. We have from new to old. Yes, I have seen these. The grades have not changed, thankfully. It was a reholder order that I submitted in person at a card show here, the Twin Cities Card Show, or something very generic. The name was, that is.
Breaks off.
All right, for crying out loud, let's get to it. The first one is from 2002, Topps Chrome, number 125, Barry Bonds, gold refractor. This card is such an epic card in the collection, for me, in my head, that is. Anyway, the flip was kind of wrinkled and old and just looked bad. And this looks a hell of a lot better. Let's just get one last glimpse of the shine, because I don't believe there's any more shine in the stack. So tune out now. Save yourselves. We're gonna put this one on the board because it's that awesome. I mean, that is, to me, just a sick card. All right, number 2 in the stack, a classic Upper Deck Star Rookie 2001. Of course, the Upper Deck Star Rookie. Here you can see the emblem here, the Star Rookie emblem with Upper Deck. Let's see, you see that down there? The Star Rookie stamp, emblem, logo. Goes way, way back to 1989 baseball, where the famous Ken Griffey Jr. card number 1, Star Rookie. And so I love the continuation there, all the way to 2001 in this case, with Albert Pujols, one of the best to ever do it on the Star Rookie. I think this is kind of a sneaky great card. Ichiro also has an awesome Star Rookie. Both of those can be had very reasonably, and I just love the legacy of the Upper Deck Star Rookie. Here's the back of this one. This one I don't believe I've shown. This might be the only card in the stack that I haven't shown. I'm not sure. Next we have that Stadium Club Super Team winner. This is kind of a parallel. It's got that stamp in the lower corner there. I believe I showed this in a video not too long ago in relation to Ovechkin chasing down Gretzky's goal record, and this of course shows Gretzky breaking Gordie Howe's illustrious record, holding up the puck with number 802. And this was a set that you could, I can't remember if you if you hit a certain card in a pack, you could send it in and you would get a complete set of this 1994 Stadium Club hockey with the stamp in bold in here. So this is essentially the Wayne Gretzky parallel in that set, if that makes any sense at all. Anyway, you've seen this one before. There is another one you haven't. There's probably a couple you haven't seen before. How about this 1990 Bazooka Ken Griffey Jr.? I dug up some of these in the basement files, childhood collection, what have you. I had a couple others, and just thought to myself, I love this design. And then Topps Bazooka has this whole great history in the hobby, or bazooka, I should say. And I didn't have the Ken Griffey Jr., and so I went out and found one cheap. It's in a near mint 8, and I remember buying it specifically because, or this one in particular, I should say, because it was just the quality of the copy. The grade definitely did not matter. It was in a very old holder. Again, it had this kind of waffled, wavy flip that was sort of coming out of place up there. And this was a nice result. On the back, you can see it's very off-centered, but on the front, it is dead on and beautiful. Really cool. Second year bazooka Ken Griffey Jr. First bazooka, I guess. All right, next we have the 1960 Topps rookie star Jim Cott. Now this one is part of the 20 slabs that was that is in me and my old man's sort of co-collection. We got this a long time ago. I'm sure we did not pay that much for it. It had an old flip, and it's a beautiful copy. Look at how young Jim Cott looks there. The tall, lanky lefty. Incredible pitcher. Here's the back. And we've got the 1954 Topps Yogi Berra. I think I've shown this, but it's been a long, long time. And this fits into the big seasons MVPs section of my collection. Love that one. Looks great in the new holder. I must say I didn't have any issues whatsoever, and the reholdering was way faster than I thought it was going to be. I thought reholdering, in my head, it's like, oh, reholdering must be really low priority for them. And they actually turned these around in a pretty reasonable amount of time as I push everything all over the place. All right, next up we have the 1952 Mother's Cookies Gene Baker. I think I showed this one and the next one off in a video way back in a left field sets video if you're interested. Card number 45 in the 1952 Mother's Cookies set Gene Baker of the PCL, shown here with the Los Angeles Angels. Gene Baker, of course, would break into the majors. He bridged from the Negro Leagues to the majors through the Pacific Coast League, tore up the Pacific Coast League, was a superstar in the PCL. And these Mother's Cookies cards are fantastic. I love these bright bordered background cards. I love it in the, what is it, the 71-72 hockey set, 1958 Topps baseball, these brightly colored backgrounds, 1949 Bowman, 48-49 Leaf. So anyhow, you get what I'm saying. This card design is a home run for me in terms of what I like to see. And man, that Gene Baker kills. Love it. And it looks so much better. It had the baggy in there before. The card wasn't even fitting in there. It was sort of like cockeyed and loose. Very strange. And this just looks fabulous. So kudos to PSA for kind of listening to the audience on some of the vintage and addressing the inners on their slabs. And the plex quality and everything like that. It's just they've certainly improved the old slabs. They certainly have. Anyway, how about Bob Thurman? Look at that beauty. That sort of pale green background. I love it, shown here and also in the PCL. Mother's Cookies is, I think this whole set is PCL players. Anyway, card number 49 here, shown with the San Francisco Seals. So that kind of gives me the feels, the Seals feels. Know what I'm saying? I just love this one. Bob Thurman, also a bridge player. It's got a great 1958 Topps card, Bob Thurman does. So the two Mother's Cookies, and we've got 2 slabs left in this legendary PSA Re-Reveal. The PSA Re-Reveal hashtag. Let's get Allie Reynolds in here on the 1950 Bowman. Big Allie Reynolds fans over here, me and my old man specifically. He grew up watching Allie. And Allie's a pitcher I think really deserves to be in the Hall. What more can you ask from a pitcher? Just look at Allie's, you know, look at the numbers, look at the handful of years of absolute domination and championship quality pitching. Allie Reynolds for Hall of Fame all day long. Anyway, 1950 Bowman, nicely centered, really nice copy. This had that weird baggy before, and looks a lot nicer with the fitted, frosted inner. Just so much better. There's the back. The 1950 Bowman Alley. And for the grand finale, a card that I don't believe I have shown before. This is one, me and my old man, this is one of the first ones we got together. I don't know, quite a long time ago now. I mean, got in terms of a slab. We used to go to card shows all the time, and we've actually still been to card shows a few times in the last couple of years. But what I'm getting at is this, I think this is the first slab we bought together. And it's a beauty, you know. We wanted a copy of the 1948 Leaf, and we looked at a lot of them. And this one, we took advantage. I feel like we took advantage of the. A lot of times you take advantage of the numerical grade, and in this case, in terms of the price, we took advantage of the fact that it was so off center. The print quality on this is fabulous, and if you've looked for this card in the past, you know how difficult that can be with this card in particular. This one, the registration is perfect on this one, and a lot of these are blurry, and you know, this is a tough card to find just right. And for the price back then, we got what I think is a stunning copy of this card. I don't care about centering at all with this card. It's from 1948. So I'll take the nicest looking image over centering all day long on a card like this. What a beauty. Love to end on it. I showed Dom on my last video. Now we got Joe. I'm gonna have to get Vince in the picture. And appreciate you coming by, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Take care.